Well, on the phone this time with Superintendent Wyeth Jessee from the Shelton School District. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Jeff?
Great. We had a good first outing for these kind of community forums we're doing at the schools all across the Shelton School District. We started at Bordeaux with the Bulldogs. Kyle O'Neill was the principal there. He talked. And Bree West was the third grade teacher. You were there too, as well as two from the school board. And we went through and kind of chatted a lot about what makes Bordeaux a real special school in the district.
Yeah, I yeah.
You
Thanks
were
for the plug. It was true.
you were very up and positive on what's happening there. So for folks who aren't part of the Bordeaux family, tell us what it is about that school you like so much.
So, watching that school over the last 4 years, and including the leadership over there of Kyle O'Neill and the amazing teacher Bree West. They're just exactly the work has been put into it, and so that conversation, Jeff, was super positive. They've done so many moves. Student behaviors aren't in the way of learning. Kids are, not only acquiring great skills in reading and math and writing and science, but they're also really good citizenship. I was there today. Kid came up to me. My friend cut her hand on a piece of paper cut, literally. She's like, I helped her out and I moved her around. I was like, oh, that's so amazing, and she's so proud of her. So, that's a whole child approach at Bordeaux, and that's why we're celebrating. And then, for superintendent, it's nothing but a smile on my face knowing how much work was done by so many people to get there, and it's paid off.
Yeah, and I think too another kind of through line that we heard as well was that they're teaching that there is not a lot of separation and differences between what's happening at the different elementary schools. So as they matriculate up to the middle school, everybody is kind of already on the same page, and you can start getting going right away. It's kind of a neat way. So there's not everybody is able to kind of have their own culture and their identity, but the baseline learning is all standard.
That's right. Yeah, just think if you're a middle school teacher at Olympic Middle School and you're sitting there getting the kids, and they come from three separate elementaries, and they're at different standards around, in whatever topic or subject you're teaching, and kids are all over the place. And how do you lesson plan for that when
Yeah.
they're that varied? And they also are used to different structures, routines, and expectations. That also doesn't bode well. And one thing we know for kids and for a lot of adults, Jeff, structures and routines are awfully nice, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You want to know the predictability, you know what to expect. And so that's a great way that the three elementaries have worked really closely together, and OMS and OBGH most certainly benefit, and then they go on to the high schools.
Speaking of Shelton High, we were there last week doing a little Facebook Live for the open house and just seeing so many kids excited to show off the different clubs that are there. So many representatives from the FAA and drama and fast pitch and the teacher leaders who help navigate those clubs leading up to that first big home football win too, which is always a good one as well. But
Yeah.
that was a really cool event, and I think we ended up talking to, oh geez, I don't know, 20 or 30 people there, just explaining all the things that they've got going on at the high school. And then also I had a chance to talk to Principal Bruni Vernon from Choice and Cedar there, and it really that was a cool event.
Yeah, it just showcases we not only offer something for everyone, but it can actually help you again accelerate your own growth as a person to go ahead and have access and opportunity when they graduate from high school, right? You want so many parents, our community want a very robust high school program. We are so fortunate to have three high schools. They complement one another. They're not in competition. That we have many students who attend courses at multiple high schools here. And then, of course, we now have all these other job experiences. get an internship, and then you can be in a club, you can be in athletics, you can experience, and you can have so many experiences. And so you just know more about yourself and like what you want to go into when you graduate high school. That's a really important thing. That's something we want to continue to stress, because the statistics on it, Jeff, are horrible. There's a lot of kids that just graduate and they get to a couch. We want to hear, we've been working really hard, and that's what you saw. That excitement on Friday night was kids being leaders here in Shelton, really excited about what they're doing, whether that's literally a language club and doing German, or something like doing board games, fast pitch, softball. There's just a lot of things to be had. And I think I just got to finish out with Go High Climbers, great win, definitely crushed North Thurston. I just got a video that was like a snapshot of it, because our video crew has actually been working with NCA and putting together videos. So it's just been really cool that we work on a national level, and it comes back right through Shelton. And to, obviously, again, see a high school program that the football program is on the right track after watching that game, for sure, on Friday.
Everybody that I talked to within the school and the district has seemed to have a real positive outlook on this first start of the year. You've been recently out and about talking with other service groups about things happening in the district. What do they feel from their level when you're out talking with them about things that are happening and kind of those topics, as well as we've heard similar, or we've heard different?
Yeah, I think I get kind of two sides. Public education, not just here, all across the United States, people have a lot of questions. Hey, did you get cut in funding or not? Kind of one of those things. Or where are you at financially? And so we get those questions. I think they're really natural to ask. They should ask. Here's what you're doing. Here's what's going on. Yeah, we did get a cut from the federal government. They did make cuts to federal programs. But you know what? We're able to still offer a high quality program for our students. And we're nationally recognized for early literacy. So I'm like, hey, the tax dollars go further here in Shelton than by clearly a majority of other districts, because we're getting results with the taxpayer dollars, right? And so and here's all the good things. So people know that. They're like, I hear that. And people really like to feel like they're part of the good story, Jeff, when they're sending their kid here, or they went to school here, or they're just a business owner where they're like, oh, yeah, please give me some more. Like, we can't fill enough spots. We're like, we need a good, hardworking employment pool to draw from. Good to hear that the district's really working hard to try to develop that.
Well, that's great. And it's a early start of a good year here, so we'll continue on with these conversations and continue on with these open forums where folks at their schools have a chance to come and hear from you and the principal and teacher or counselor to kind of get a better sense of how the school is going. And it'll be kind of fun, too, to hear how it's progressing as we get through these next couple of months and kind of travel around and hit all the schools in the Shelton School District. OMS is next in October, and the parents at OMS will be receiving notification on when that will be and where, probably in the library, but when that will be for sure. So those, I think, good outreach components as well for folks to either offer up questions, whether or not they can make it in person or not, but just a good opportunity to kind of put it all out there and answer questions. Because as you know, you sit there on the dais at the school board meetings and you can't have a back and forth on these things. And these are an opportunity for that. So pretty cool stuff.
Come on down. Come see our schools. Continue to just invite folks to come and see what's going on. Come to visit any school you want.
Superintendent Wyeth, Jessee, have a good one.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Take care.
Yep.